who can do that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start. Underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Okay, break. Motion from the wideout. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw on first down. Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So obviously to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
trying to make life miserable for this offense. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. Stands in and takes the hit. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Turning it on! He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road, potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Finds a man on the right. He'll work his way down to the 28.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella. Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He'll bring it out. It's Maddox. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Rides to back and leaves it. Powers through the defender. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target.
Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Buckeyes are on the move. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the blocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. He's looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get bet.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the running back. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The give to the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Gives it on the option. Runs through a tackle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Now, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points, and now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. They get it into pay off that opportunity.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Carney. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, you know, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Got his hand. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He leaves it with his back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Maddox. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Buys a little time with his feet. Hauls in the deep ball. Brings into the open. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They take the lead with 6.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Hawaii is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Honolulu deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 18 to Boise State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Vasquez. Turning it on. Russell out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Can't get him to the ground. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Dragged down, but they'll move the 6 for a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. This time it's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
He'll pull it down. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ohio State. They move on top here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Texas offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over UTEP. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch. Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the left. Here he goes. Touchdown, Texas. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Coming out with it, it's Maddox. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He's not done, man. This QB QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. Here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That's caught. It's Maddox. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. And the returner goes down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Maddox. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got his man down the middle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fakes the grab on the left. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Leaves it with the back. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Crosses the 45. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Going to swing it on second down. Makes the catch. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half. The D still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them.